Hello, and welcome to the Best Boys Podcast. I'm Danny.
And I'm Vince.
I was gonna see if you were gonna say anything when I would stop, and you didn't. All right, so it's been almost a month. Let's see how many weeks that is. 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks since we recorded last. My mic needs to be turned up a whole lot. Why aren't you getting any audio? There we go. Perfect. Even though I did sound check before, it's okay. So what have you watched in the last 3 weeks?
I've seen Tarzan.
Okay.
I've watched Dirty Grandpa again.
Uh-huh.
And I also watched Grease yesterday.
Ooh, Grease. Wait, is it the
movie
Grease Live
No.
starring Vanessa Hudgens?
No.
That's on Netflix.
No, it was the one with John Travolta.
So out of things everything but Grease you hadn't seen, right?
I have seen. Wait.
Everything but Grease you hadn't seen before you saw them. Like you didn't...
I've seen Dirty Grandpa once before. I watched Dirty Grandpa yesterday for a second time, but it was actually an extended cut, the unrated version.
Okay.
Which definitely made it better.
All right. So, what do you think of Tarzan?
I thought it was good. I know it got like mixed reviews beforehand, but I thought it was really good. Definitely, it was kind of like a Deadpool kind of thing where they would go back and look at his life before, like, what was currently going on.
Mixed reviews? You mean 35% on Rotten Tomatoes? 67 from audiences. So people that aren't film critics.
Yeah.
That aren't snooty about movies.
Yeah.
Liked it. 35 altogether. Who's in this? Oh yeah, we talk about this movie too much.
Yeah.
So you recommend it?
I would recommend that movie.
I need to talk to my mic and do this so I can talk to my mic and look at you at the same time. Well, what did you watch this week, Danny? Well, thank you for asking, Vince. Or these last 3 weeks, I watched. Let's see, where should I start? The Shannara Chronicles.
Oh, I did. I watched those too.
I
did.
That was surprisingly good.
It was so good. I loved those.
I was like real surprised. I watched it in Texas with my cousin because we're like, what's a bad TV show we could watch? Because we watched Terra Nova, which was a one-off Fox TV sci-fi show, and that was it was one of those shows we went into like, oh, this is gonna be terrible, but it was good. And then that happened with Shannara too. It was like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. And then it was real generic stuff.
Mm-hmm. That was my bad.
But it was still good. Like, the special effects were good. The acting was surprisingly good. They got Gimli from Lord of the Rings in there.
They got the guy who played the druid.
Yeah, he was from the Hobbit movies too.
Well, he was from Arrow too. He played Slade Wilson / Deathstroke.
What is happening? Yeah, hold on. Let's open up.
I can't think of what his name is off the top of my head. It's because he's not Australian. He's from New Zealand.
Manu Bennett.
Yeah.
He was let's see. He was Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, and Arrow, like you said, and Azog in the Hobbit movies. I've only seen the first Hobbit movie, the Unexpected Journey one. Oh, he's the like bad guy.
Oh,
the like main
the
orc.
I thought they were
orc,
not orcs.
Orci, they're orcs.
Are they? I thought they were something else.
Azog was the name of an orc.
Oh.
Let's just
never mind.
Let's just
no, okay. Let's just
it's not an orc. Okay. I also watched Hush, which is on Netflix. It's a 2016 horror movie. A deaf writer who retreated into the woods to live a solitary life must fight for her life in silence when a masked killer appears at her window. So she's deaf. It's actually...
Oh, yeah, I've seen previews for that.
It's really good.
Is it?
Like,
it looked like it could be good. I'm not a fan of horror movies.
Yeah.
So
we've discussed that in length.
But I mean, I could say that I would watch that movie. It looked good, like it would be good.
Yeah, the fact that she's deaf really... It's like that new movie that's coming out, Don't Breathe. That's coming out this week. I think this weekend or next weekend. No, not even till like in 2 weeks. 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Don't Breathe. It's about like people break into a blind guy's house to rob him.
Uh-huh.
But since he's blind, he's got that super hearing, yo.
Oh.
So, and he shoots one of them. It's in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. One of them gets shot, and then they have to like figure out how to get out of his house after he like boards up all the windows and locks everything. And he has a gun, and spooky stuff happens. Apparently,
you'd think they would say like, "Hey, please don't shoot." Like, we will.
Well, I mean, would you tell that guy not to shoot at you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather tell him not to shoot.
But
at
it's
me
Stephen Lang, dude.
than to actually get shot.
Fun fact: another tie-in right here to something I'd watched. He's from Terra Nova.
Did it show Conan the Barbarian on there?
Where?
Right up, like under filmography. Right up more.
Up here?
No, the pictures.
Conan. Yes, he was Kalarzim in the one with the other guy. Not
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, the Jason.
The good one.
Jason Momoa.
This one was fantastic.
Wasn't there another one that just came out? Like, this was one of those movies where two of them came out around the same time.
I don't remember. That Solomon one over to the left.
This one.
Yeah, that one. Solomon Kane. That movie's good too. Surprisingly.
6 out of 10. So Shannara, Hush. The obvious Stranger Things, Netflix original series that just came out. Really hyped up show. Really good show. I've watched it twice now.
What is that about?
Well, when a young boy disappears, his mother, a police chief, and his friends must confront terrifying forces in order to get him back.
Such as?
It's based in the 80s. It's like an 80s sci-fi thriller.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. I would recommend it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd like it.
I've just been watching Bones mostly on Netflix.
Watching all those old shows.
They're still making episodes of Bones.
Yeah, well.
It's on like season 12.
I think that's everything I have watched this week. You want to go into the news? Stuff?
Yeah, sure.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad had a pre-screening last night for press screening, I should say. Overall reviews not that good. They're 37 on Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently, let's go to the spoiler-free thing. It's a fun movie, but that guy, the Joker, Jared Leto, don't expect him to be in it for longer than like 10 minutes altogether.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently he's not in it that much. There's like 2 scenes with him apparently.
I love the fact that Margot Robbie and Will Smith did another movie together.
They were in
Focus,
that's right. Apparently Margot Robbie's really good. Margot Robbie's really good as Harley Quinn.
I don't remember. I might have watched. I don't know if I ever talked about Focus on here, but because I watched that, and that movie made me like, that one shocked me in the end, like just how it turned.
Mm-hmm. So apparently everyone in the movie is good, or is like a pretty good. Jared Leto's Joker is fine, apparently. After all the hype and drama surrounding Jared Leto's performance as the Joker, the knee-jerk scorn unleashed by fans when the first image dropped, the endless stories from the cast and crew about his super intense method process. It turns out his version of the Joker is just fine. He's not terrible, and Leto and David Ayer, that's the director and writer, deserve credit for trying to make the characters their own, but Suicide Squad's Joker certainly isn't giving the Dark Knight's Joker a run for his money. Obviously, no one's Joker is going to be as good as Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Unless... Well, obviously this Joker wasn't going to be as good as Heath Ledger's Joker because look at him. He doesn't look like scary and deranged. He just looks like he's trying too hard. If he's in future...
and he looks just too like I like the other Joker better because he's like kind of bulky, like kind of not pudgy but just bigger.
Yeah. Like
his face was bigger, but he looks really scrawny, and I mean I know that's kind of how it was in the cartoons and stuff.
But... So yeah, apparently Will Smith and Margot Robbie were the best things about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're the two main characters.
Right.
I'm still gonna see it. You're still gonna see it. Everyone's still gonna see it. It's still gonna do great in the box office. Everything. Reviews just might not be good. Apparently, it's really slow. There's a lot of flashbacks. Like
I feel like that's what a lot of movies are doing now.
But what movie does it? It compares it to something, or someone compared it to something in here. Puzzling, confused, undertaking. Flashbacks roll in and out, explaining either too much or too little, and the action may be violent, but it's not interesting. Sorry, as far as movies about superhero supergroups go, the Guardians and the Avengers still have these guys beat. The story is bad, it's confusing, poorly edited, and just way too over the top and contrived. It's a clotted and delirious film with flashes of preposterous and operatic silliness. Occasionally, the film feels like Ayer is trying to fight his way from underneath an enormous, suffocating parachute. So when I saw the bad reviews, the first thing I did... Because I didn't remember who directed this film. So I had to check to make sure it wasn't the boy, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Zack Snyder, who didn't direct it. Thank God. Am I right? Am I right, everybody?
Who did direct it?
David Ayer, who has directed Fury, which was a good movie.
Never seen it.
It's the tank movie with...
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf. He directed the first Fast and the Furious movie, or he wrote the first Fast. Let's see what did he direct? Not right. He directed Suicide Squad, Fury, Sabotage, End of Watch, Street Kings, and Harsh Times. But I did see the name. The name is on here. The man's name is on here somewhere. We go to... I don't want cast, I want crew. This is going to be the most interesting part when Danny tries to find the crew of the movie. Full cast and crew, there it is. So, cast, if you look at, let's say producers, got a bunch of people on here I don't recognize. But Zack Snyder was an executive producer on this movie, which made me click on Zack Snyder. And we're getting off Suicide Squad now.
And now it's time.
He's producing
the Best Boys podcast for Danny's rant on Tom Snyder.
Zack Snyder,
whatever his name is.
Tom Selleck.
Whatever.
He's making 2 untitled DC films, or he's producing 2 untitled DC films, producing Aquaman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman. But he's not directing any of them. But he is directing Justice League and Justice League Part 2. So we have those to look forward to in the future. So yeah, Suicide Squad. Maybe it's not going to be a box office bomb because it's so hyped up, but it isn't going to get the best. It's not going to be the best movie people see. Superhero wise, they need a Marvel supervillain movie to come out. Comic-Con happened, so all those trailers came out. Wonder Woman,
and
Justice League. Those are those two trailers are the ones that are on the internet. Most Marvel trailers aren't, obviously. Justice League trailer. What's your opinion on it?
I think it looks kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zack Snyder, right? That's right. He's directing that again, right?
Justice League. Yep.
So it'll probably be about as good as the rest of the DC movies, except for Suicide Squad, because he didn't direct that, but he was a producer in there apparently.
Yep.
But so I'm sure it'll be quite similar to the rest. But hopefully, I have hopes for it, and I also have hopes for Wonder Woman. So, and Wonder Woman, it was set back in. Okay, never mind. It was set back in the World War II, I think.
I think so because
1940s.
That's where Chris Pine is.
Yeah. It's her origin basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be an origin. Flash is gonna be an origin. Aquaman's gonna be an origin. Because they're all movies for characters we haven't seen origins for yet, except for the Flash, obviously, and but the Flash isn't. The TV show isn't the same Flash is.
Mm-hmm. There's still no trailer for SpiderMan yet either.
Yeah, that hasn't been. The new King Kong movie trailer came out.
Oh, okay.
Kong Skull Island with Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, and God, why do I forget this guy's name? But he's my favorite actor, or not my favorite actor, but I love him so much. Not Samuel L. Jackson. John Goodman.
Oh, Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Samuel L. Jackson is in it. He plays
so that means it's gonna be a good movie automatically.
Lieutenant Colonel Packard. Yeah.
That he is one of my favorite.
I think, if I'm not wrong, King Kong 2005. Jack Black. I guess never mind. I was gonna say Jack Black and John Goodman. Jack Black's character in 2005 one is John Goodman's character in this one, but they're not the same names. It's the same setup, just different names, obviously. And Brie Larson, who is the antagonist female in this, announced to be Captain Marvel at Comic-Con. So,
Captain Marvel.
yes, she. Let's just go to Brie Larson's page because it's probably the top thing there. Captain Marvel. A human is bestowed with the ability to transform herself into a powerful superhero. So it's a superhero movie.
Yeah. Captain Marvel's a girl, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's gonna be Brie Larson.
It is Brie Larson. They we're like, oh, we're gonna take a group photo. We're gonna take a Marvel family photo. Might as well bring out the most recent member or the newest member, Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, and then everyone cheered.
Didn't a lot of people want it to be that UFC fighter?
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
That's who people want. Yeah, that's who people want it to be. But she's not an actress. So Brie Larson's an amazing actress. She's in Room, Short Term 12. Those are the two movies I've seen her in, but those are like the two really good movies. She's in a lot of stuff. Oh, she's in Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's a really good actress, so it's well deserved. what else came out at Comic-Con? They had a trailer for SpiderMan, but that's not out yet. They showed who the villain is going to be for Spider-Man.
It's Michael Keaton as Vulture.
Yeah, the Vulture.
So I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, gotcha. I need to get like Comic-Con something up here. Comic-Con news. I can hear that.
Like, can you hear? Like, can you still hear me in this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then for Spider-Man, they also like have a UFC fighter coming in as a villain too. Tyrone Woodley. At least that's what the slash film says.
I don't see Tyrone Woodley on the IMDb page.
You have to go to full cast.
Full cast.
Yeah. So I'm looking at
Tyrone Woodley. Yep, right there.
It doesn't say what he'll be yet, but
yeah, there's a lot. That's like half the cast, though.
Yeah.
They have Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Marissa Tomei, Robert Downey, Zendaya. Yeah. Michael Keaton, Logan Marshall Green, Tony Revolori, who was in a lot of stuff. Dope.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be Flash. That's not
the Flash.
Obviously, that's DC.
Yeah.
But he is the jock character that picks on Peter Parker is what it looks like. Okay. In the movies, but and then like most characters aren't or don't have like a name. Like Donald Glover's apparently in it. Hannibal Buress is in it. What other big names? Those are the only two big names. They don't have characters. Oh, Martin Starr. But yeah, that's gonna be coming out when 2017 next year. Guardians of the Galaxy trailer was shown, but again isn't out. Ghost Rider is gonna be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
That's what this says.
I've been wanting them to redo Ghost Rider since the second one that Nick Cage screwed up. They should have stopped after the first one. The second one was garbage.
He's fire.
It was complete and utter garbage.
During a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, Ghost Rider was confirmed to appear in Season 4 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Following the panel, Marvel confirmed that this will be Robbie Ray's version of the character, played by Gabriel Luna. Who has been in such films as... he was in True Detectives, and that's the only thing people will know him from, unless Bernie, the Jack Black movie. Marvel TV head Jeff Laub said Season 4 will be the biggest, most ambitious story yet, and that the introduction of Ghost Rider will change everything. The official Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Twitter showed it off, a S.H.I.E.L.D. logo surrounded by flames and a chain.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
New logo to the cast hinted at the character Ghost Rider previously appeared on the big screen, played by Nicolas Cage, 2007's Ghost Rider, 2012's Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. He played Johnny Blaze rather than Robbie Ray. So yeah, that'll...
Now I am so excited.
But
I love binge watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be what happens. So I won't see it until it comes out on Netflix, but oh.
And unlike DC, Marvel's TV shows are in the MCU, right? Like they're part of the movies. Because Agent Coulson?
They're not necessarily... Yeah, Agent Coulson is part of it.
Yeah.
But they're not... They mention in the show. They mention
they don't show the big name people.
No, they just mention like things that happen. They mention. This is what I was trying to figure out before. They mention. Okay. They mention like from Civil War. They mentioned, or not Civil War, Avengers 2, the falling of what's the country? I can't think of the name of the country right now.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Yeah, but they mentioned that. They mentioned, I think they did mention something about Civil War, about like the Accords or whatever they were doing, like the superheroes needing to come out about it. Yeah, actually they did, because
Sokovia.
Yeah, when that fell. But yeah, so it is intertwined, but you don't see big name people on the show.
Yeah,
they talk about it. They mention things from the movies, but they don't bring in like big things from the.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. isn't going to show up on an ABC show.
No, but it is a fantastic show. It still has like all the properties of a Marvel movie, and that's actually why I love watching them as like a binge watch on Netflix, because you can just keep watching them as like a really long movie. But it's they finally, like, this season 3 was probably my favorite season by far. Great plot, crazy twists and turns. Is great movie, great show.
Oh yeah, that's real loud. New Power Rangers helmets were shown at Comic-Con.
Oh.
Let's have this IGN video play. Look at that helmet. They don't look terrible.
That one does.
But hold on, I'm gonna pause this real quick. The new Power Rangers movie obviously is getting a lot of hype. Bryan Cranston's in it. That's like the main thing people are excited for. But this, if I can find this image.
He's Zordon.
Yeah, he's Zordon. If I can find this image that was released. Nope, this is the official Power Rangers, isn't the movies. 2017. Is it on their IMDb page? Their IMDb. Photos, maybe. But it's here it is. This image.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't make the black guy the Black Power Ranger. Isn't that usually how it is? Like in the cartoon, or not the cartoons, but the shows.
In the 90s, back when, the Asian girl was the yellow one, and the black guy was the black one,
and there was a white,
and then the white guy was the
blue
white one, and the blue one, and the red one, and the pink one,
and the green one.
Actually, the red one was originally supposed to be a Native American guy.
Oh.
So, they got.
I think it's kind of dumb. Like, they can't still do that. Like,
I understand. It's obvious why, though. It's like,
I know. Yeah, I understand why.
Racist.
But I mean, it's
especially with the Asian one being the yellow, black one being the black one.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still how the show used to be. That's why it would be.
Well, I mean, they can.
It'd make more sense that way, but I mean.
Yeah, that's how the Mighty Morphin were, but like all the other ones, everyone was a different color.
Becky G, the singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? There's some Power Ranger meme. Where like there's like 3 different Blue Rangers.
She's done acting.
Becky G. I don't think she's acting.
She's got 8 credits
For acting?
Yeah.
She is in
2
Power Rangers, No Malone, Empire. She's in 2 episodes. Play It Forward as herself. Drop the Mic with Becky G as herself. House of Sin, and some other Spanish things.
So she's gotten 8 of those. The rest of it is soundtrack.
I don't know. I doubt she'll be a bad actress.
No,
she's not a good singer, but she probably won't be a bad. Oh, she's actually okay. So they're keeping the name Trini, which is the Asian girl's name. I think they're actually all just named after the original characters.
Well, that's how I think it should be like that.
Well, yeah, but they Zordon, Rhea Repulsa, Sam Scott. Don't know who that is. Kimberly, Trini, Zach. Oh, that scared me. I'm looking at the cast, and there's Amanda, played by Sarah Gray, and I know who thought it said Sasha Gray. who's a porn actress or was a porn actress, and I was like, ooh, Billy Cranston, no relation to Bryan Cranston. Billy is so the black guy is playing Billy, who is the nerdy white guy who was the Blue Ranger. So he Jason. So yeah, they're all okay. What other Comic-Con news is there? Let's get these Power Ranger memes out of here. Star Wars Rogue One, nothing new from that. The Killing Joke cartoon came out. That came out on DVD today, I think. We're at the 30-minute mark. So I'm just gonna wrap it up with the lights, cameras, fractions, real quick. This weekend, Jason Bourne was top, 59 million. We didn't even talk about Ghostbusters. Apparently it's good.
It is.
I haven't seen it. All the reviews I'm seeing that aren't guys complaining about it being women say it's a funny movie, but there are holes and there's some bad things in it. Like, it's too slapsticky. Some of the characters just fall flat. But I haven't seen it, so I can't really give an opinion on it. So yeah, Jason Bourne, 59 million. Star Trek in second with 24 million. Movies coming out. Movie releases on DVD. This week. Today, what came out today? Anything good come out today?
I'm looking at Slash Film, and apparently Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s getting a new director, too. I didn't realize that. I forgot that at the end of the third season that he announces that they're getting a new director.
I think
it's Jason O'Mara. Oops.
Scroll up. Hey, it's the guy from Terra Nova. He's
also voices Batman in
he
DC.
does. Yes, he also does voice Batman in the comic or cartoons.
Yeah.
So movies come out on DVD, Blu-ray. The Bronze, which was apparently terrible. Killing Joke. Nothing really big comes out this week. Next week, though. Again, nothing really big comes out next week. Next week is the 9th, and that means Little Men, Addicted to Fresno, Hologram for the King, and
apparently
Agent
Daughters. Carter got canceled too.
Yeah, that did get canceled. A lot of people were disappointed about that.
Yeah, my dad liked that show.
But we're at the 33-minute mark. Thank you for listening. If you listened, obviously. If you didn't listen, you aren't hearing this. And we will try to get back on track weekly, hopefully. Sometime weekly. Not every Tuesday, but someday every week, hopefully. Thank you for listening. And goodbye.